My name is Daniela Biscarini. I'm responsible for multimedia services in Telecom Italia. I'm here today to speak about the telecom strategy in digital entertainment. First of all, let me give you some information about the Italian market, because it's a market that is quite different from the rest of Europe. In terms of broadband penetration, we have a lower penetration compared to other countries. But it's not only the fact that it is lower, it's also different. In fact, as you can see, the penetration of broadband on fixed lines is low. 50% of our households is covered by a fixed line connectivity. But we have a very high penetration on mobile broadband coverage. That means that a lot of households in Italy choose to have only mobile connectivity coverage. This is due to some market scenario that made the mobile prices very low on data connection, and so a lot of households decide to cut the fixed line and to maintain the mobile one. So what we are doing is trying to get the higher penetration on the market, but also to move the mobile broadband on fixed line too. In terms of coverage, our plans are very aggressive on ultra broadband connection. It means that in connectivity, it means that we want to cover with 75% the population of Italy in 2 years, and we want to reach the 95% of coverage of mobile ultra broadband connectivity. It means LTE. We already reached the target 2 years in advance. So, we are working on our network. From a commercial point of view, during this year, we are making one brand of two different brands that we have on market. We were present in Italy with a brand on fixed line that was Telecom Italia, the incumbent with 51% of the market share. And then we have another brand that is TIM on mobile lines. Now we are making a convergence also of the brand, making one brand, and we choose TIM for that, positioning our company on the most innovative brand that we have. We have the CSI scores higher on the market on mobile. So we choose TIM as the brand that will represent our company as a whole. And we are moving also the brand being more innovative in terms of offering. We do not offer only connectivity or voice plan, but we will offer also all the offers for digital life. That means digital services, and we'll see what. We will changing also our approach to our customer, changing the rule of the game in the sense that we are not covering our customer needs with the traditional channels as point of sale or customer care, but we are increasing our digital presence. And then we are obviously offering convergent offers. That means not more only data or voice plan, but also all the digital answer to the needs of the customers. This means that in our view, Telecom Italia, or TIM for the market, won't be only the platform that delivers the connectivity, but will be the company that will answer to all the digital needs of the customers. That means that we'll add all the digital, also entertainment services that the customer will need. Why do we think that Telecom Italia can play a game with other OTT players that are very, very strong? Because we have 3 points that we consider point of strength of our strategy. The first point is proximity. We have a huge and important coverage of our territory, our country, with our point of sales and with our customer care. That means that we can give answers also in terms of education and in tutoring to our customers, and then we can have a lot of information by human touch, so the knowledge of our customers and the proximity with them. Then we have the possibility to give a complete quality of experience, since we are covering the end-to-end processes, so from the network to the final services. So we are able to understand what is not going, not only on the app, but also if it's something that refers to network connectivity. And the last point is security. This is a point that is very important in business services, because we can secure monitoring end-to-end process, also the data delivery. In terms of entertainment, I'm head of Multimedia Entertainment for Telecom Italia. That means that I'm responsible for all the digital services referring to music, video, publishing, and games. We have all services with our brand. So we use partnership, we will see going ahead, but we have our own services. Team Vision is a SVOD and TVOD services with available on all devices, so from TV to mobile phone. We have Team Music, that's a streaming music service. We have Team Reading, that is a store for publishing ebook, magazine, and newspaper. And we have Team Games, that is an app for mobile phone with gaming. Okay? And then we have a service vertical on soccer. We will go through Team Vision, Team Music, since they are the most mature service that we have, with numbers that are important in our country. Okay, about Team Vision, as said, and also as Paolo has told you before in his presentation, the Telecom Italia is making a strategy in passing from having two different services, one for fixed line and then for on mobile line, offering one double pay or triple pay service, so the convergence between mobile and fixed lines. Then we add television. That means that we offer now hard bundling with our service Team Vision and also with Sky, that is one of our partners. And then we will move to digital home, so to offer also all the smart home services for customers. Important point, this is a huge opportunity in Italy. Pay TV in Italy is a very, very low penetration. We have only 25% of households that pays for a television, while in the rest of Europe, you see that we have more than double, in some cases, penetration. This is mainly due to the fact that we have only two technologies for pay TV, that are satellite and digital terrestrial. We have no cable TV, and also the penetration at the moment of IPTV is very, very low. So this is a huge opportunity, as we will see. A lot of households want to have a pay TV, but for different reasons has never subscribed a pay TV traditional one. So we are working on that. This is the view on households. If we look to the 26 million households that we have in Italy, we see that 7 million has a mobile broadband connection, only mobile broadband. More or less 11 million has a broadband or an access to a broadband connectivity. The rest of us households has no any connectivity. If we looked at the same family households in terms of pay TV, only 7 million households has a pay TV, but we have a potential market of 7 million. We exclude all the targets that for economical or air regions are not reachable with our strategy. So this 7 million can be a driver for us to upgrade the fixed lines from a DSL to fiber, for example, or to move them from having only voice access on fixed lines to the DSL, or from moving from only broadband mobile to the fixed line. This is the competitive scenario for television. As said, we have only two competitors, Sky on satellite, that is leader, and then Mediaset on digital terrestrial, that is leader there. On OTT, the IPTV that is growing, we are present with our proposition Team Vision, and then the incumbent from PayTV launched their products, but it's a defensive proposition. It's not they are not trying to increase their share, because they are obviously they are very worried to cannibalize the premium market. So we have Sky Online, we have Infinity, that is the SVOD, the video on demand proposition from Mediaset, and then Mediaset launched a Mediaset Premium, that is the linear proposition, also on OTT. And then Netflix is arriving. The 22nd of October, it will launch also in Italy. In terms of partnership, as you can see, all the telco is trying to have a proposition that is bundled with television, but the difference is that Vodafone and Fastweb and the others, we will see also music, choose to have commercial partnership. That means that they offer a DSL connection with the traditional pay TV, so satellite or digital terrestrial, while we have chosen to put the content on our broadband. So the partnership that we are doing with all the players are made by putting their content on our network. So, for example, Sky has developed a set-top box dedicated to IPTV connection, and Mediaset is on our decoder. It doesn't work? Okay. A brief introduction to TeamVision. TeamVision is a service that is made of three big areas. A free one with catch up, so the 7 days of linear channel, the RAI and the most important in Italy. Then we have a SVOD, so a subscription service with a big catalog of 6,000 titles targeted on family, so movies, series, kids content, and so on, that has a standalone proposition with a price that is 10 euros, but in promotion at the moment, for example, is 5 euro, more or less £4. And also is hard bundled in new propositions, so every new customer, we will have TeamVision included in their offer. And then it's obviously a digital catalog on SD, HD, Full HD, and we will prepare in also the 4K. And it's multi-service, so it's accessible from a set-top box, from smart TV, from PC, from mobile phone, and from tablet. One of our assets is that we give always in our streaming services the zero rating. So we give data access from mobile for free on our services. So the customer doesn't use their plan. This is the new proposition for TeamVision, bundled with the DSL, with the connectivity fixed line. So every new customer will have a plan that includes a data connectivity in the house, and TeamVision is included. Then he can choose one of the three options that are mandatory, for example, voice on the fixed or a mobile plan, or as a fiber connection is an option. And then he can add other television options. And these other television options are made by our partnership. That means they can choose Sky, for example, or you can choose Mediaset Premium Online, or you can choose Netflix when we will have it. And then you can choose a set-top box, in the sense that the service is included, but if the customer has no smart TV, the penetration of smart TV in Italy is very high as a number, very low as connection, in the sense that only 30% of television are really connected to the network. So all the people that want to see the TV on broadband has to have a set-top box. So I agree with Paolo that the future will be a set-top box very light, but in Italy at the moment is a must if you want to play the game. So this is our number. Our number, we have reached 400,000 customers, paying customers, in the first half of the year, and we want to reach 500,000 at the end of the year. If you think that we reached that by subscribing, with a standalone proposition, you can imagine that the numbers that we will have by including the offer in our DSL proposition will be probably higher than this. We are investing obviously in content to have a complete proposition for target, and we are investing also in advertising. Why partnership? Because TeamVision is an on-demand services. We don't want to play on every ground. So we want to play in the on-demand market. So in the new way that we think that will be, the new way to access to television. But Since in Italy the linear channel, the free-to-air is very, very important and gives a lot of content, all the premium content are all in Sky and Mediaset, we think that it's important for us also to offer this kind of propositions. So first we signed a deal with Sky for a 5 years partnership, and that has been launched in May this year. Then we signed with Mediaset and then with Netflix. So if the customer want to have another proposition that is referring, for example, to sports of great format of entertainment as the one that Sky is offering, he can subscribe with us a dedicated offer from them and to have it on the broadband connection. These help us also to push on fiber connection, since, as you know, they need to have a bandwidth higher than the others. Obviously, Netflix is a must for us. Is arriving, as Paolo said, is something it's a phenomenon on the market. We don't know how much they will be able to penetrate the Italian market, but sure, with them, the total cake will increase. And so we want to use Netflix, as we use Spotify in the music when it arrives in Rome, to be part of the building of the cake for broadband television. So our customer will be able to access to our partner directly from our set-top box. That means that when they will switch on our service, TeamVision, they will find some app from Mediaset to Netflix. They can go inside their service to subscribe their service paying in our bill. So the bill integration is something that's very important for us, since in Italy the credit card has a low penetration too, is about 30% people that use a credit card. So it's a barrier for everyone that has the way to make the bill to the customer. So offering our billing integration, we give value to the partners, to our customer, because we simplify the way they can access to the service. So this is our hub approach. TeamVision is the base of our pyramid, and and TeamVision and Netflix needs quite a low bandwidth for streaming the on-demand service. So 7 megabits per second, it's okay. While you ask for more content live or to have a contemporary content, recording, what else, you need more bandwidth. So you need also for a proposition for fiber. So this helps us to upsell the fiber to our customer. Music. Nobody knows that Team Music is one of the most important music player in Italy. Obviously, we have Spotify, it's a huge phenomenon, but Spotify has a great number with ADV models, for free. Team Music has 30% of market share of paying customers. The market in Italy is growing, the total music market is growing, mainly due to the digital growth, that is 23%, and the growth of digital market is due to the streaming market. That represents 43% of total digital market. In terms of target, we have that 70 million people already listen music on digital model, it means download and streaming, but we have interest from another 25% of the rest of population that declare to be interested in change the way they use music. So a big opportunity in terms of population. These are the KPI from Team Music. We have 2 million people that are already paying for music. That means that we use an hard bundle model also in music. We offer on mobile, in some of our best plan, also Team Music embedded in this. So we are activated 2 million of people. We have 35 million of tracks streamed every month with 400,000 customers that has used the service in the last 6 months. Every customer is active, very active, with 200 tracks each for every month. What we have learned, we were the first to launch Team Music in the market, so a streaming service, and we are the only that launched its own services, not with partnerships. This, made the strategy more sustainable, also in terms of economic sustainability, since while the others are trying to reach the same strategy, to follow the same strategy, they close deals with other partners, Spotify, Deezer, Napster, but the sustainability in the long term of this partnership is quite hard. I don't know if you know that telco is driving the market of music, since the market of music based on ADV model has very low margin. So it's the telco that is using music to sustain the core business that is paying for this. So if you have a proprietary services, you probably will be able to sustain the strategy in the long term. If you make partnership, it's quite a risk. What we are doing to make a services that is competitive in a market where a big OTT player, as for example Spotify, we are trying to give to our services an Italian appeal. That means that by knowing our customers, we are able to have an editorial strategy based on our knowledge. So we have a staff of experts, of DJs coming from Italy, but coming also from abroad. They have a local, as we know, as we say, focus strategy. That means that not only Italian music, obviously, even though in Italy the 80% of music listened by Italians is Italian, but we have, a local approach. Means that we offer to the people exactly the music that they want to hear. We have a recommendation, and we build around the music streaming also events, showcase dedicated to our customers, live streaming, and now we are launched 1 week ago a format TV on free-to-air on Mediaset and on Mediaset channel that is called Team Music Live a Casa Tua. That means that the artist came at home of one of his fans, that is a team customer, and has a showcase inside their home. All activity that we are doing to sustain our strategy on team brand. The last thing that I want to point out is that this strategy is also reflected in our point of sales. While we are rebuilding our brand, as I told you before, on our new brand, the team that represents a new company that is more modern, more innovative, we are also changing our approach in our point of sales, because it is our first touch point with our customer. So we are reshaping all our point of sale, putting the digital services at the center of the experience. It means that we will have all blacklit walls that will offer, all the content that we are also selling. The customer will be able to try and to touch and to experience our service. So we will move the focus from connectivity, that will be and will remain our focus, our core target, our core business, but we will try to make the customer understand that team is something that offers everything else if they want. So they will be able to try television, reading, and music, and everything that also, obviously, the smart home, because what we have to do is to be also, to have a tutorial behavior for our customer and try to keep them inside the digital evolution that we have. The population is older and older, so we need to give them and help to understand how the world is moving. And so this is all. I'm at your disposal for any question, and thank you for your attention.